Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome to another wonderful Wednesday with Mrs. Wilson. As you can see, I'm out here in the woods on my property. And the reason why I am is because I'm reading this really cool book called Where the Wild Things Are. And it's story and pictures by Maurice Sendak. And this award here is very special because of his drawings. But Mrs. Williams, hi Mrs. Williams, we all know her. She gave me a fun fact about the title of this. It was supposed to be called Where the Wild Horses Are. But Maurice Sendak didn't know how to draw horses. And they asked him what he can draw, and he said, things. So we have Where the Wild Things Are. And hopefully you might be able to hear some birds, and maybe something will go walking by. The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind. And another. Uh-oh, the poor dog. He's on a rampage, isn't he? His mother called him Wild Thing, and Max said, I'll eat you up. So he was sent to bed without eating anything. Uh-oh. I don't think that's what he wanted, do you? That very night in Max's room, a forest grew. Look at his ceiling. And grew. Oh my gosh, his room is being taken over by this forest. And grew until his ceiling hung with vines and the walls became the world all around. Look at his old bedroom has turned into the forest. And an ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max, and he sailed off through night and day. Ooh, he's on an adventure, isn't he? His little boat's even named Max. And in and out of weeks, and almost over a year, to where the wild things are. Uh-oh. Wow. Look at that wild thing right there. That would scare me. And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. Look at those things. They look pretty mean, don't they? Till Max said, be still, and tamed them with the magic trick of staring into all their yellow eyes without blinking once. And they were frightened and called him the most wild thing of all. Uh-oh. He put them under a spell. And made him king of all wild things. And now, cried Max, let the wild rumpus start. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, look at what they're doing. They're dancing and hollering and whooping under the moonlight. Oh, no, and then they're hanging in all the trees. They're having a wonderful time, aren't they? Uh-oh, and then he's riding them. Look at it, looks like a parade. Now stop, Max said, and sent the wild things off to bed without their supper. And Max, the king of all wild things, was lonely and wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. Then all around, from far away across the world, he smelled good things to eat. So he gave up being king of where the wild things are. He all of a sudden became lonely, didn't he? Or homesick, that's what I would call it. But the wild things cried, "Oh, please don't go. We'll eat you up. We love you so." And Max said, "No." The wild things roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. But Max stepped into his private boat and waved goodbye. They didn't want to see him go, did they? And sailed back over a year and in and out of weeks and through a day. And into the night of his very own room, where he found his supper waiting for him. It's over there on the table, and it was still hot. Well, boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed my new story. I hope you are having a wonderful day. Love you all. Miss you all. Take care. Bye.